Imagine rolling up in a car that once turned heads at every red light. Now people barely glance. Maserati's sleek curves that once screamed exclusive Italian lifestyle now linger in parking lots, overlooked. Land Rover's rugged British charm has faded into repair shop nightmares. Even Tesla, the tech icon, faces depreciation shockwaves in the resale market. A decade ago, these brands were aspirational. Business magnates, celebrities, and collectors flaunted them as badges of wealth. Each emblem, each logo carried a story: sophistication, adventure, or cutting-edge innovation. Today, listings pile up, prices tumble, and the mystique is gone. How did these brands fall so fast? Was it poor management, changing tastes, or simply the unstoppable march of time? Over the next 10 minutes, we'll count down the 10 used car brands no one seems to want anymore, and reveal what caused their dramatic collapse. Number 1, you won't believe who made the top of this fallen luxury list. 10. Was Maserati, early 2010s. The Trident badge was pure Italian theater. Owning a Maserati said you were sophisticated, wealthy, and adventurous. You didn't just drive, you made an entrance. The Quattroporte glided like liquid silver. The Gran Turismo roared with operatic passion. But then the curtain fell. Reliability nightmares arrived like unwanted guests. Maintenance costs climbed into the stratosphere. The niche appeal that made Maserati special became the exact thing that couldn't scale in a competitive luxury market. The numbers tell a brutal story. 3-year resale value? About 33% of the original price. The Levante and Ghibli depreciated so steeply they became cautionary tales in dealership back rooms. Collector interest? Dwindling to silence. From show-stopping prestige to luxury gamble, the Maserati badge now carries a cautionary tone. It's the posh encore nobody asked for, the art gallery piece that gathers dust. That song that peaked too early and never found its second act. Status became risk overnight. If Maserati's tumble shocks you, Land Rover's slide might make you wince even more. 9. Land Rover. The 2000s belonged to Land Rover's rugged British prestige. Adventure met luxury in perfect harmony. The Range Rover was the vehicle of choice for country estates and city penthouses alike. It promised capability without compromise. Desert crossings on Saturday. Valet parking on Monday. Then the bills started arriving. High repair costs became legendary. Reliability issues stacked up like unpaid invoices. Trust, that invisible currency of luxury, eroded year after year. The depreciation? Brutal. Over 50% loss in just 3 to 7 years. The used market demand collapsed sharply, leaving dealers stuck with inventory that wouldn't move. Owning a Land Rover transformed from status statement to maintenance liability. It's the fancy draft beer gone flat, the premium ticket with the steep processing fee nobody mentioned. The second chorus, without the hook. The adventure died in the service bay. And if rugged charm can fall this far, wait until we get to Jaguar. 38. Jaguar Classic British Luxury. Timeless elegance. Heritage that stretched back generations. Through the 90s and 2000s, Jaguar represented something aspirational. A gentleman's choice, refined and understated. The XJ was poetry in sheet metal. The F-Type promised drama wrapped in leather and wood. But poetry doesn't pay the bills when the engine light flickers on. Reliability issues haunted the brand like ghosts in a manor house. Slow EV adoption left Jaguar stranded between eras. Too modern to be classic, too traditional to be futuristic. Value retention tells the whole story, between 29% and 52% after several years, depending on the model. Limited collector excitement for older sedans means even the beautiful ones sit ignored. From timeless elegance to overlooked relic in less than a decade. It's the vintage sweater that never goes trendy. That album your parents loved that never quite resonated with you. Decayed mint condition. The grace faded into background noise. But now the hype turns electric, literally. with Tesla. 7. Tesla Model S launch. Model 3 fever, the EV disruptor that rewrote the rulebook. Tesla wasn't just a car company, it was a movement. Tech icon status arrived overnight. Owning a Tesla meant you saw the future first. You were plugged in, forward-thinking, part of the revolution. Then the revolution started eating its own. Rapid tech obsolescence hit hard. Price drops on new inventory crushed resale values. Why buy used when new is cheaper and better? The calculus flipped against early adopters. Used Model X and Model S values dropping sharply. Consumers shifted to newer EV models from Tesla itself or emerging competitors. The bleeding edge became the trailing edge in months, not years. From futuristic cool to overhyped gadget that depreciates fast. Last season's viral hit. The fashion trend that faded before fall. Battery anxiety met buyer's remorse in the resale lot. The innovation cycle moved too fast for value retention. If even the tech darling struggles, BMW's classic sedans aren't far behind. 6. BMW sedans, the ultimate driving machine. For decades, that wasn't marketing, it was truth. The 5 Series and 7 Series defined what a luxury sedan should be. Precise, powerful, prestigious. Executives chose BMWs. Enthusiasts chose BMWs. The badge meant something concrete. Then consumer preferences shifted like tectonic plates. SUVs rose, EVs accelerated. The sedan fell from grace. Rapid tech cycles meant yesterday's cutting-edge infotainment became today's dated interface. The throne room emptied out. Resale values? Around 60% or lower after just a few years. Sedans became less popular than their SUV siblings. The X5 held value, while the 5 Series stumbled. From modern luxury icon to classic sedan losing relevance. The arcade champion beaten by mobile games. The classic track song turned elevator music. Heritage couldn't compete with height and versatility. The driving machine became the driven past machine. Stop. Look at the pattern emerging. Across these 6 brands, from Maserati's Italian drama to BMW's German precision, the same wounds appear. Luxury buyers crave scarcity. They demand reliability. They seek quiet prestige. Overexposure kills mystique. Identity confusion breeds hesitation. Tech missteps punish brands faster than ever before in history. The real cause? The luxury game changed, and these brands played by old rules. If you're deep into this breakdown and seeing the connections, hit that like button right now. We're about to count down the final 4. And the number 1 shocker will redefine how you see the entire luxury market. Let's continue. 5. Mercedes-Benz, entry and flagship sedans. The 3-pointed star, historic luxury beacon. The S-Class for elites, the GL for style. For generations, Mercedes-Benz defined what luxury meant. If you made it, you bought a Mercedes. Boardrooms, embassies, red carpets. The badge was a universal symbol of achievement, but symbols crack under their own weight. Complex technology became overwhelming. Expensive repairs became expected. The shift away from big sedans accelerated. Entry-level models and flagships both depreciated heavily. The C-Class and S-Class bleeding value year over year. The numbers climbed in the wrong direction. Year-over-year losses rising like floodwaters, from boardroom prestige to overcomplicated liability. An orchestra without a conductor. A luxury feast that overstays its welcome. The star dimmed under maintenance costs and identity dilution. Engineering excellence became engineering excess. Meanwhile, Cadillac is trying to reclaim old glory. 4. Cadillac. Mid-20th century American luxury legend. Cadillac wasn't just a car. It was the American dream crystallized in chrome and leather. Fin-tailed, fantasies, presidential motorcades. The vehicle of those who made it, built it, owned it. Then the legend got lost in translation. Competition from stronger German and Japanese rivals eroded market share. Unclear modern identity left buyers confused. Was Cadillac competing with BMW? Was it chasing Lincoln? Was it still American luxury or trying to be European? Nobody knew, including Cadillac. Value retention, 60–61%. Buyer trust declining steadily. The resale market treated Cadillacs like former celebrities, recognized but not desired. From symbol of success to cautionary tale in the showroom. The remix no one downloaded. Once hot sauce gone mild. The empire of elegance became a footnote in luxury history. American prestige couldn't compete with global precision. From American legends to Scandinavian safety icons, Volvo next, Unit 3, Volvo early 2010s. Scandinavian comfort and safety prestige at its peak. Volvo represented something rare in luxury, understated intelligence. Safety wasn't a feature, it was the entire brand philosophy. Families chose Volvos, professionals chose Volvos, the thoughtful chose Volvos. Then the market wanted excitement, not intelligence. The shift to sportier European and Asian SUVs left Volvo looking boring by comparison. The BMW X3 had aggression. The Lexus RX had refinement. The Volvo XC90 had safety. 58% resale value after 3 years. Sales plateauing among luxury buyers who wanted statement pieces, not sensible choices. From trusted safe haven to solid but unremarkable choice. Warm soup gone lukewarm. The indie track that never broke mainstream. Safety became synonymous with boring. Intelligence lost to emotion in the showroom. And Infinity's story is one of brand identity struggle. Number 2, Infinity early 2000s. Nissan's premium answer, sleek, stylish, value-driven. Infinity arrived with ambition to challenge Lexus, BMW, Mercedes. The G35 turned heads, the QX56 offered luxury at accessible price points. For a moment, it worked. Then the differentiation disappeared. Limited distinction from Lexus made the choice obvious. Why risk Infinity when Lexus offered proven reliability? European rivals brought heritage and prestige Infinity couldn't manufacture overnight. Value retention, approximately 55% after 3 years. Consumer interest declining year after year. Dealerships closed. Marketing budgets shrank. The brand became an afterthought. From smart alternative to background player in luxury lineup. Side character in a blockbuster film. Flavor that faded after first bite. The value proposition couldn't overcome the prestige deficit. Ambition met the reality of brand perception. Finally, we arrive at the brand that embodies both hope and hesitation. Number 1, Genesis late 2010s. Hyundai's luxury entry, big design impact, genuine ambition. Genesis arrived with everything except the one thing luxury buyers demand, legacy. The G90 was stunning. The GV80 turned heads. Design-wise, Genesis competed directly with established players. Quality, impressive. Value, undeniable. But prestige, unproven. That hesitation killed resale values. Young brand with limited history meant buyers questioned the investment. Would Genesis still exist in 5 years? Would service networks expand? Would the badge ever carry weight at the country club? Value retention, between 38% and 57% after several years. The struggle competing with established German and Japanese luxury brands was real and measurable. From rising star to luxury underdog, status remains unproven despite the quality. Rising star burned by spotlight. Fresh track dropped from the charts too soon. Excellence couldn't overcome the prestige vacuum. Genesis had everything except time and trust. Here's the cultural truth nobody wants to admit. Luxury isn't about logos or price tags anymore. Prestige is fleeting. Status is earned through reliability, exclusivity, and subtlety. Even the most iconic brands can fall if they Ignore these fundamental cues. Buyers shifted from loud luxury to quiet confidence, from tech-forward to timeless, from new money flash to old money whisper. The brands that fell? They misread the moment. Looking ahead, expect quiet luxury to dominate. Limited production runs, minimal branding, heritage balanced with innovation. Only brands that understand this evolution will thrive in the resale market, because that's where true value reveals itself. The new luxury hierarchy isn't built on horsepower or badge size. It's built on what holds value when the spotlight fades. Which of these fallen giants surprised you most? Drop a comment below. I want to hear which brand shocked you and which one you saw coming from miles away. Subscribe for the next Lux Crisis Exposé, because in luxury, nothing lasts forever. The brands you trust today might be tomorrow's cautionary tale. In the world of prestige, Gabriel's Gate, her worst teens, gravity is undefeated.